get him to try and hit him off really good length and a really good line. Difficult as a young bowler. You've got an imposing batsman, and Gayle is that. Looks to go after anything. Not particularly orthodox. Looks to hit and muscle anything off a length even when he decides he's in the mood. So you've got to have your wits about you as the bowler and have strong nerves. Nerves of steel.
Missed out on that occasion, Chris Gayle. Once again, an ill-directed delivery. He was looking to whip the ball. Couldn't get that onto the ball. Runs that were on the offing, not taken. It's very important for the West Indies team that Chris Gayle runs into a form, some sort of form very early in this tournament. He's the key player, impact player. And if he plays positively, it rubs off to the other 11 playing.
Yeah, certainly, I totally agree. He sets the tone, doesn't he, for this West Indian side, and the others can come and follow up. Chanderpaul can be pretty explosive also at the top of the order, so if both of them get going in this tournament, then there could be some fireworks. And with the excitement of the crowd generally with cricket going on, when it gets exciting and their fours hitting, their sides doing well, there'll even be more noise and certainly more enjoyment. $37 for none.
And imagine for me, the West Indies team keeps on progressing in this World Cup. What sort of an atmosphere we're gonna have?
Not everybody else's favorite tune, I guess, but she likes it. Only worth one, despite the cheers from the crowd. With every run now they're cheering. They expect a lot more from Chris Gayle's bat. Has signalled his intention. Not found it easy though against Mupariwa. Mupariwa has been on target. His fourth over and has given away just 3 runs. 2 maidens. Just would love a wicket though. Zimbabwe need one here. Go so far as today, they need a lot more than one.
With the wicket flattening out, it's becoming more and more difficult for the faster bowlers to get some sort of a movement and help from this pitch. This pitch is certainly suiting the batsman now. Now there were occasions in first 2 or 3 overs where the batsmen, they were troubled after they got the measure of the pitch, got used to the pace, got their bearing down. They are playing confidently.
"22 deliveries. Chanderpaul without scoring a run. Is still on 10. Well,
that's how Chanderpaul plays. He really goes out and open the innings for West Indies in a one-day game and give them a rollicking start. His role is to just go out there and make sure that the others, they play around him. And he pays off well with Gayle, who's an aggressor. His role is to keep on rotating the strike, hit occasional boundary.
That's a nice shot. Very good shot. Got his foot out to the ball, and also just a little flourish at the end of it, making sure that it went in the gap between the cover and mid-off.
That's a proper cricketing stroke, that one. Just kept on waiting for a bad delivery from the bowler, Chanderpaul. He was showing respect to the good deliveries, and here is the opportunity for him, and he took it. Hit the ball beautifully through covers.
This time off the top of the ball's bounce, unable to get it through the gap. End of the over, 42 for none. .161 runs to win. They've still got all their wickets intact, the West Indies, going along nicely. Elton Chigumbura. He got a couple of wickets against Ireland. He'd like to get more here.
Bowled well in that game against Ireland. He was one of the few bowlers who swung the ball around, got the seam movement as well, troubled the batsman on a number of occasions. But he's bowling in a situation where the desperation in the fielding side is creeping in. Scramble seam, beating the batsman because of the pace, and also with the fact that ball wasn't pitched too short for that kind of a stroke.
It will be so important here for the Zimbabweans is that if they do create a chance, they have to ensure that they hold on to it. With 12 overs having gone and no wicket, desperately need one. No ball called. Can't afford those. These two fellas, Gayle and Chanderpaul, average 52 opening the innings together. 600 partnerships and 950 partnerships. Work for the man at fine leg. It's Castedi. He's done well.
Well, the amount of distance the fieldsmen had to cover, it looked like it's going to be easy 2 runs for the batsmen, but in fact they only picked up 1. But one has to give credit to the fieldsmen who attacked the ball and prevented a run.
Well, maybe that's just an illustration of how the action's going, or the lack of it, according to that gentleman over there. Maybe a bit too much drink. That's a top shot. First class from Shivnarine Chanderpaul. A drive through the covers to end over number 13. 48 for none, West Indies.
How much have they enjoyed that boundary from the bat of Chanderpaul? And now, these spectators, they're anticipating more action from the batsman. Well, they're getting close to their 10th 50 runs partnership, these two, Chanderpaul and Gayle.
He's gone for it, and it's hit it a long, long way. It's right on the top of the roof, and it's come back down. My goodness, that is a huge hit. A monster of a strike from Gayle. Brings up the 50 partnership. What a way to bring it up.
Wow. It really surprised the bowler. Once he got hit for a 6 and saw the ball going miles, he must have been thinking, why against me? What a positive hit that was. Right out of the screws. Thoroughly enjoyed by everybody.
Except the bowler. Mupariwa would not have liked that. Will he go again? Yes, he has gone again. This time he's pulled it because it's a touch shorter. Deposit it out the ground. It's bounced back into the ground. This is fabulous hitting from Gayle. That is putting Mupariwa under the sword here.
Well, once you hit a bowler straight down the track for a 6, the bowler has to compensate. He waited his line of length, and Gayle knew what the bowler is going to do. He was waiting for that short pitch delivery, and off she went.
Oh, there's the look of a man who has no idea what to do next, because 2 hits, 2 fantastic hits. Will he go again? Yes, he will. A fantastic hit. 6, number 3. It's 3 and 3 for Gayle. And looks like it might have been a good catch as well in the stands. They want more, and Gayle looks so well in the mood to give them more.
Well, is he eyeing that Herschel Gibbs record? 6 sixes in an over of an international game. He's halfway through with 3 sixes.
Oh, he's after him. He's after him, and if he gets it anywhere near him, he'll have a good go. One hand, one bounce out there in the stands. Here's ball number 4. Here goes Mupariwa.
Well bowled. Well bowled. Not easy to make such a comeback after getting hit for 3 sixes. He's only a youngster.
Tell you what, he'll be really happy, Mupariwa, having got that one in. Nicely up there, looking to get in the block hole and not letting Gayle get under it. Here he goes again. Nicely bowled, very well done, sensible stuff, making sure he doesn't give him any leverage. And Gayle's looking to go. He certainly is. when he hits it, it stays hit. As was evident with those 3 sixes. This is good, accurate bowling, this, from Mupariwa. And he must be commended for coming back in this over. And just one to go in the over. Needs to do it again.
Well, great over. It was a mixture of good hitting and great bowling in the end. Great comeback from the bowler. The ball 3 dot deliveries. 14 overs they are gone, and West Indies 6-6 without loss.
Strong man he is, Chris Gayle. Have a look at that. That was the second of them, and then he went again. Got that in the bottom of the bat, but he is still able to get it over the boundary. Absolutely fantastic hitting. Have a look at that. That tall building there is one that, as the bowler, you wouldn't want to see go against you. Mupariwa was the man to take the pasting. He did well, though, to come back in the over. Changing the bowling out on the park. Prosper Utseya is going to slow the pace down. Up here, Michael Holding and Jeffrey Dujon.
Thank you, Pommy. I think you have to take your hat off to the young man, though. After being pummeled for 3 sixes the first 3 deliveries, he fought back, bowled 3 pretty good deliveries after that, and especially the fact that he bowled Yorkers. If those Yorkers hadn't been pitched properly, they could have disappeared as well. Here's Prosper. Captain now operating from the George Headley stand end. Well, called a wide, I think. No, I think he's telling him not to run in front of him, not signaling wide. Can't see what's happening here in Gould. That's a bit hopeful, Prosper Utseya. One point, the crowd was getting a bit agitated, trying to gee the batsmen up to try and get some runs on the board, get a few scoring shots going. They certainly got it from Chris Gayle.
Not this run. Nice.
He does look much more in command, Chris Gayle, when he's playing his natural game. This is not really to sit there and search for the ball.
That was brilliant fielding. A maiden over from Prosper Utseya. It's 6-6 without loss.
Sort of restored a little sanity to proceedings. Mupariwa was really very harshly treated by Chris Gayle. Maiden over is always good to calm things down.
"15 overs bowled." End of power play number 2. Let's see what they'll be doing at this point, if they will take the third power play as well. No signal coming yet from the umpire. What he's doing there is telling the batsman what the bowler is doing, right arm over. So no signal coming for the third power play. I think he needs to be a bit more defensive, perhaps, but Utseya. That's why he doesn't want the power play at this stage. And there are already 1, 2, 3, 5 fielders on the boundary. Obviously not a power play being used now.
It would appear that the attack is going to be concentrated around and outside off stump. There's no one deep on the onside apart from long on. So it's Chigumbura, is it? Just going to try to keep it just on or outside Chris Gayle's off stump.
Well, we know the size of the ground, straight down the ground, has been reduced. But irrespective of whether it has been reduced or not, those sixes from Chris Gayle would still be sixes. If he had hit them in Australia, they would have been sixes.
Much more conventional field being employed for Shivnarine Chanderpaul, who of course doesn't have Chris Gayle's power, though he's an excellent timing of the ball. Mid off and mid on, now in place, brought into the circle. So let's say I'm not really expecting Chanderpaul to be that aggressive.
Should get 2 here easily. So the fans trying to get the Mexican wave going just now, Coach. It is alleged that the legendary Richie Beno says that there are 2 things that Mexico have exported rather that he's not impressed with. One is the wave and the other is baked beans. Just a single.
So I guess Richie wouldn't have a problem with that colorless liquid that they also export, tequila.
Don't think Richie has too many problems with liquids. Most of us don't have problems with liquids. Prefer them to most other things. One company that produces that amber nectar is involved in the World Cup. Lots of protection now in the deep. Just a single again.
They'll be happy with Chris Gayle taking singles. Don't want him going over the top again. Almost took one over the top of the north stand an over or 2 ago. Needed some public transport to bring it back.
It's 7-1 without loss, as the umpire calls for drinks.
The World Cup games are great. State Farm car insurance discounts are great too. Call a State Farm agent today to see how much you can save on your car insurance.
At Western Union, we understand that cricket is more than just a game. It's a passion you share with everyone back home. Just send money from participating Western Union agent locations to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Mention promo code Cricket2007 and get your country's t-shirt absolutely free. Get into the cricket spirit now. Transact today with Western Union.
Sights of Jamaica, reggae music exported all over the world, and of course lots of rivers, lots of mountains, lots of sights to see. And this isn't too bad a sight either for the West Indies. 71 on the board without loss in just 16 overs.
Pleasant strokes from Shivnarine Chanderpaul, some he didn't make contact with. But Chris Gayle deciding to get things going. It's been a little bit circumspect to start with, and then opening up. Chanderpaul continuing to just stroke it around. And then Chris Gayle decided that Mupariwa was getting on his nerves. 3 huge sixes from Chris Gayle, and that brought everyone alive.
.38 runs off 4 balls for Chris Gayle. That's the sort of scoring you're accustomed to seeing him doing. And 5 bowlers already used by Zimbabwe in just 16 overs. Trying to take a wicket, Prosper would say he's desperate to take a wicket. And that's how the match stands at the moment. West Indies in a fairly comfortable position. Just another 132 runs to get. All 10 wickets in hand. Chris Gayle faces up to Prosper Utseya.
Nice, bro.
The impression that he just may think about attacking him as well. As a slip though, Prosper would say he knows he needs to take wickets.
He's got a deep, both a long on and a long off, deep backward square leg. And a man sweeping on the cover boundary. And he's kept the same field for Shivnarine Chanderpaul. He's a good manipulator of the ball, Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Getting a single here shouldn't be a problem for him.
Well done.
Well,
flighted delivery from Prosper Utseya. Not afraid to do that either.
It's over.
Just a single. He's doing well. It's 7-2 without loss.
Well, Zimbabwe needed someone to pull it back. The skipper has come on and so far done a creditable job. One he hit almost toward the north stand down.
Required weight now below 4 runs and over. Started off at fractionally above, and it was a pretty slow start by the Westerners as well. It went up for a while. Suggest that would have been a half. Did it carry? It seems so. Chanderpaul walks. He doesn't wait on the umpire to give him out.
And this was a very good catch at slip. Excellent catch. Good delivery. Had Chanderpaul searching for it. Seemed to pitch where he had to play. Just search for it a bit. May have left him a slightly off the track, but carried very low and very well taken. So Sabina gets accounts for Chanderpaul at slip off the bowling of Chigumbura. West Indies lose their first wicket. Chanderpaul for 21. It's 73 for 1.
At Western Union, we understand that cricket is more than just a game. It's a passion you share with everyone back home. Just send money from participating Western Union agent locations to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Mention promo code Cricket2007 and get your country's t-shirt absolutely free. Get into the cricket spirit now. Transact today with Western Union.
Underneath it.
One definitely did something off the pitch. Chanderpaul feeling for it and bounced a fair amount as well. And a nice low catch. A great slip catch. Went across him and just forced him to open the face.
Possible Utseya was looking for a wicket, and Chigumbura has offered him that wicket. and a pretty good over. Just a run coming from it with the wicket. 73 for 1.
Gayle on 40. A couple more overs in the middle, or the overs that it'll take to make 200 will do him a world of good. Good strike rate.
$73 for 1, the West Indies. 18 overs gone. They took 2 power plays so far, Zimbabwe, and now they are taking their 3rd and final power play. Prosper Utseya did not take it immediately after the 15th over had been bowled because he wanted to take a wicket. He wanted a new batsman at the crease before he attempted that power play. Now Sawan is at the crease. He has taken his 3rd and the final power play. It's Chris Gayle on strike immediately though. He bowled 2 overs for 1 run, Prosper Utseya. He has taken himself out of the attack. And it's Chris Mpofu coming back. It's one Chris to another.
I hope Mpofu realizes that the George Headley stand is a little lower than the stand we're in at present. It's a mood that Chris Gayle is in. Could bring that into play quite easily.
Edged and caught. Sibanda again off the rebound. That was brilliant.
Well, this fella is something else. It shows what can happen when you follow the ball with your eyes, when you keep your eyes on the ball. It went to Taylor, went to Taylor's left hand. Couldn't hold on. And look at that. That is brilliant. Kept his eyes on it. It wrong-footed him, and he still held on to it.
The World Cup games are great. State Farm car insurance discounts are great too. Call a State Farm agent today to see how much you can save on your car insurance.
Well, as we see on so many occasions, you get 1 wicket, you get 2. Marlon Samuels, a new batsman for the West Indies. Chris Gayle, 40 runs to his name. 2 slips now back in. That's down the leg side, will be called a wide.
And we gotta take a look at that dismissal again, Mike. This was fantastic. It was really a remarkable piece of catching from Sibanda. Look, he gets wrong-footed and just sticks out that left hand and picks it up. This is really great stuff. Look at that. Fantastic. You've got to have good reflexes to do that, and you've got to keep your eye on the ball. This probably gives us the best look at that. It's the keeper's hand, and look at him, he's running away from it.
I think Brendan Taylor must be a basketball fan. You get lots of accolades in the basketball for assists. He has 2 assists in this World Cup. Seemed as if Chris Gayle was trying to leave the ball. In fact, he started to play, then tried to take the bat away. No run there. Close call.
Always a little urgency to get off the mark. Marlon Samuels is in good nick. Thought of taking one here, but may have been a little bit late getting back at that hit. Maybe just a little bit too casual.
Now he can get the single. Last ball of the over as well. It's 75 for 2. Well, there was a wide, so there is another delivery to come.
A little bit away from middle. That's middle stump. One to go.
So 2 new batsmen at the crease. Samuels is off the mark. Sawan yet to get his first run. No, it's over. 75 for 2. So what was looking so rosy for the West Indies a couple of overs ago has changed dramatically. Both Chris Gayle and the Shivnarine Chanderpaul now back in the pavilion, and the 2 brand new batsmen at the crease. Good time also for Prosper Utseya to take the 3rd power play. They are into that now. We're talking about Taylor's assists. And Pufo, the bowler again. This was the first game. Came right across for a slip. Sibanda, he was at 2nd slip on that occasion. On the 2nd occasion here today, just 1 man in the slip cordon. That's fantastic. That's Porterfield again, the first game. And then today.
Well, you can't exactly say that he's dropped anything. Just managed, he's turned a couple around the post, but hasn't dropped anything. He's been well looked after by Sibanda. Batted well today as well, Brendan Taylor. Important partnership with Sean Williams.
Well, you know, those you can use statistics to say whatever you like. It is true to say that he hasn't dropped anything, but it's also true to say he didn't catch them either. So as you know, statistics can be used to suit whatever your purpose is.
Well, in the statistics, there's really no remarks column. So nobody really has to know what happened. Nothing is recorded as to exactly what happened. Just who bowled it and who caught it. So the scorebook could reflect that Taylor had nothing to do with either dismissal.
Well, work now for the West Indies batsmen. He'll have to hurry. He does comfortably in. Single off that last delivery. 20 overs bowled. It's 76 for 2. Not too many musical instruments allowed into the ground, but in the Caribbean there's an expression that goes, take your hand, make fashion, meaning you make do with whatever you have got. .203 is the target. 76 for 2 the West Indies. Here are Pamu Mbangwa and Ramiz Raja.
Thank you very much, Mikey. That'll be signalled as a wide down the leg side. So Zimbabwe have picked up 2 wickets. They need a couple more really to put pressure on West Indies. Innings extras 14. Extras following the pattern of West Indies innings. Didn't like it. I think it hit his handle. Was looking to come on his front foot and drive it through the offside. He's a good, pleasing player. Samuels, hard hitter, natural talent.
It is just bouncing a bit more than he expected. Harlan Samuels, hence the bottom hand off the bat, and just motioned to Ramana Sawa, and after that he just kicked off the pitch more than I expected.
Once again, had plenty of time really to set himself for that back foot push.
He'll take his time, that's for sure. With 2 wickets having gone down, he doesn't have to rush too much. In fact, he doesn't have to rush at all, because they're chasing 203 as their target. Need those runs at a run rate of 4.2 to the over. He too can hit it a long way.
Doesn't find the gap. It has once again clouded over. Light not exactly bright, but good enough really for the game to continue. You can sense a West Indian victory. They've come here really to see West Indies do well. Required rate 4.27 shouldn't tax West Indies a great deal. Driving nicely, and he picks up 1. Samuels, 3 from 14 balls. Is certainly a future star for West Indies. He's played quite successfully for them in the one-days, but he can be developed into a test match article also. I think he can take this confidence into test match cricket, provided the selectors back him, back his talent.
No!
The young players in the West Indies, you can get raving reviews in as far as their attitudes and their temperaments. Not so much on the field, but off it, in trying to lead a lifestyle that would maximize on their talent, on their efforts. And that is something that he'd probably have to watch in order to try and be successful at the highest level, because there's absolutely no question he has the talent to do so.
Sarwan plays it down safely. 21 overs bowled, 2 down, 78 on the board.
Hustle and bustle of a Monday in Kingston, Jamaica.
"21 overs bowled, 78 for 2. West Indies going along nicely.
Changed the bowling nicely. Utseya, and bringing Elton Chigumbura into the attack has done the side the world of good. That's a look at his last over, right on target. Fantastic work.
Cracking drive through the offside. No need to run for that one. It had class written all over it. Square drive of high quality from Samuels.
And they're loving it. Just a touch too full from Elton Chigumbura. And you don't have to offer him a second invitation. Marlon Samuels, a nice flow of the bat and opening of the blade as well to get it through that offside. A couple of skips. And then back into the crease. You'd never know he'd just done it. The face still expressionless.
Once again playing low at the ball, and as a reason the ball hitting the splice of the bat, the upper portion of the stick. Very keen to get onto his front foot quickly. Samuels is a lovely driver of the ball. That is his strength, and he wants to play on his strength. Great on drive, being hit with a lot of power, but the ball goes straight to the fielder, who felt the force. Another classy looking shot from Samuels. This is where he's different and so good. He'll play classy shots. This time off the back foot. Once again, great piece of timing, and once again, execution was pretty classy.
No, that is a fantastic shot. It was not wide. It wasn't a bad ball, this. Just a touch short. That's the first one, opening the blade. And then a few balls later, 3 balls later. Nicely off the back foot. Have a look at that, right on the top of its bounce.
Painful over of Chigumbura comes to an end. 86 for 2. Certainly not painful to watch, because Samuels has played a couple of delightful shots. As a result, the momentum is once again with West Indies. Need 117 to win, with plenty of wickets in hand at 4.18 runs per over. It may very well turn out to be a quick finish if Samuels stays there for a little while longer. The party has already begun. The rally around the West Indies is a song in the backdrop. 117 required now. Ireland coming on to bowl for his third stint. He's been given 2-2 over burst. Hasn't certainly been overworked. Pinch a run. Strike is back with Samuels. I expect fireworks from him. Sawan is off the mark. More protection now for Ireland. He's been a little all over the shop. Went for plenty, courtesy Chris Gayle's aggression. And he manages to squeeze the ball in that area, which was left vacant by Prosper Utseya, taking the fielder off from gully and putting him at cover. Second spill was expensive. He's coming back after an injury, so Zimbabwe taking good care of him, using him in small bursts.
Very small bursts.
This pitch seems to have lost a bit of pace. The ball is not coming through, or it could be that the Zimbabwean bowlers are not as express as the West Indian fast bowlers were, but certainly you see a lot of inside edges, a lot of balls stopping on the batsman. You really have to time the ball well, really, to get something out of it. Oh, that's hit him. I think that's hit his helmet. And something came off the helmet as well. It'll be given as 4-leg by. Certainly did dent the helmet. Ireland surprising Sawan with that snorter, that lifter.
A good bouncer.